11:23, as you're preparing your gifts for the holidays, you might ever think about having them insured. It's something you can kind of wrestle with, obviously. Joining us right now, Dan Scroggins with AAA, and kind of breaking down what we should be thinking of. And when you say insuring your gifts, you think, do I need to do that? Do I not need to do that? But then when something gets stolen, you're like, why did I not do that, right?
Yeah, the big ones are at this time of year, jewelry.
Yeah.
Case in point, my wife lost the center stone out of her diamond ring a number of years ago.
Yeah.
If we hadn't had it appraised and added to the policy, it wouldn't have been covered because mysterious disappearance is excluded on almost every insurance policy.
Well, and that's a big chunk of change.
It's a big chunk of change, and there are underlying limits for jewelry. So it's imperative. If you're getting engaged, if you bought the pearls, or you bought some other bauble for your spouse,
yeah.
The watch, the anniversary watch, you need to get it appraised immediately.
Yeah.
And then call your insurance agent and have it added to the policy. The cost to add it isn't extreme.
Typically nominal, yeah.
But the downside could be huge if you lose it.
Well,
or it's
and
stolen.
you guys are good about that. But the thing is that you don't think it's going to ever happen to you. And then when you say that, it inevitably does happen to you. So talk about that, especially during the holidays too, because things can happen. Obviously, in your wife's case, that was just a lost stone, but there can be nefarious things that also happen out there.
It's always good to remain vigilant, but this time of year, bad actors are taking advantage of your busyness.
Yeah.
Right? You're so busy. You're running from here to there. You have Christmas shows and shopping and all of these things, and you leave the house with the door unlocked.
Yeah.
And
not thinking.
Not to mention the packages that are arriving on your front porch.
Right.
It's critical to be extra vigilant, especially as you go through this season.
Well, and I'm lucky to know Dan and his wife and his family, but as we get older, we become a little bit more absent-minded with the kids.
I don't know what you mean.
You know what I mean? As we're running around trying to get everything
Yeah.
done for the holiday season, if people want to reach out to their insurance agent, to AAA for whatever things you're offering, it is good to inquire and be inquisitive now.
Of course, especially if you're buying a big ticket item. If you're buying a big ticket item, call the day you buy it.
Right.
Because you want it added to the policy. Even if you don't have the appraisal yet, they can put a placeholder on there for a couple of days until you get the appraisal sent in. It's easy. We have a jeweler in Northern Kentucky that we use. I changed our insurance this year, and I needed new ones, and I called him up, and we had new ones within an hour. It's an easy process to do. Just go to somebody you trust and get it done.
Well, and two, I always feel like hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
But it's all, you know what I mean? It's always after the fact.
But it's an expensive 20/20.
If people want more information, they can go to any AAA and kind of access that, and also on your website.
Absolutely. Come see us in person or visit us at AAA.com. There's a lot of great details on the extra mile.
Dan's a great guy. Dan Scroggins, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Good to see you. I'm not contagious, I promise.
You're good.
He has a lot of kids too, so he gets it.